Hi, I'm here in Seattle, Washington with the beautiful and famous soprano Nicole Cabell, who I have had a wonderful long collaboration with since she was about 15. Yeah.
A long time.
And she has graciously given her time to us today during performances of Beethoven's Ninth with the Seattle Symphony to share with us some of her vocal journey and how some of the principles that are now taught at the Transformational Voice Institute were present long ago and perhaps have influenced her life of singing.
In 2008, I reunited with Linda. I was singing with the Ventura Music Festival at the time, concert, and this was at a point in my career. I think I had been going for 3 years straight, and we lost touch for a little while, which was unfortunate. But Linda contacted me and came to see me, and I was very excited to see her at this time. So many years had gone by, but she really came at a very pivotal time in my life because I was having a lot of difficulty trying to keep up with this crazy schedule and all the pressure and anticipation of every performance I did after winning a competition several years earlier. So to see her was not only a great joy, but also a form of therapy. I don't know what it was like for you.
Well, it's a holistic thing, right? So we're not just the voice. We're a whole person with a heart and a soul. And the life of a professional singer, especially a young professional singer who's burst on the scene very suddenly, is not all it's cracked up to be. It's hard.
It's hard. I don't know if you want to talk about some of the things that we discovered together. I remember going to your house and coming up with, we had a little wipey board and came up with all the stuff that I wanted, the roles I wanted to sing, why I was doing this in the first place, what the real pressures were that I hadn't anticipated.
Well, first of all, I think there's great freedom in psychologically even saying you're going to quit. Even if it isn't the case that you do it, but to say, yeah, I'm done, I've had it, and then you have tremendous freedom. Everything opens up before you. And at that moment, a singer, you, can start to reconnect with the original passion that you felt when you were very young, that you had from the beginning of my knowing you. And you can reconnect with that feeling, the very reason you're singing today. Mm-hmm. With all of the pressures on you, I felt that you had lost touch with that original passion and also who you were as a singer.
Right, and you really knew who I was. I mean, we had studied for about 3 years really intensely. It was about 3 years? Yeah. And bright-eyed, bushy-tailed singer, really, okay, the world's going to be fine and gentle place. It was, I got what I wanted, but and I don't know if you've ever worked with somebody that got to that point, you know, that you knew for that many years, that actually got to that point, and to see what that change was from 15 to 35.
Yes. The other part of it is that a beautiful young woman who is also a deep artist must struggle because the world will see the beautiful young woman and want to market that and sometimes ignore the deep purpose that is coming through in the singing, the refined artistry that you have. That I think you were longing to have a place to present that to the world, a way to sing from your authentic core. And that is what, above and beyond all else, was my hope for you. It was so beautiful and grateful to hear and watch you blossom like that over the next few years, taking on the roles that when you were 15 I knew you would one day be singing.
Right. And you're right about that. When you are marketable, and I always wanted to be marketable. You're right. It takes you away sometimes from the core of why you're doing this. And I just sort of thought it would happen organically, but over the years it became success, art. And this happened. And that's sort of why it was so important, I think, for me to get back in touch with the things that we always talked about, and again, started talking about that many years later. And what you teach is, ironically, it's not very commonly taught, but it's absolutely essential for anybody who really wants to be an artist and not just a successful name, not just a moneymaker, but a true artist, and to heal, which you really helped me do. So I think in terms of teaching future teachers, to keep that in mind, that there is another way to do this that can be beautiful and healthy, and help people like me who are professionals, but also people who are just beginning.
To retain your soul.
Yeah, keep it.
Right. Yeah. Nicole, what do you see in the future now in terms of your heart's desire? What would you long for? What artistic experience?
Everybody has a different answer to that question, of course. From somebody who's done the professional things I've wanted to do, what I want now is to have a deep and connected experience to what I'm singing, as opposed to simply sounding great, doing a good job for people, and being more successful. I want to sing the roles on stage that I wanted to sing when I was 16 years old. We're working on that. And I want to really enjoy it. That's what I want. And hopefully touch people. And I think people will get more of that the more I'm enjoying it.
Thank you so much for being the beautiful singer you are, and the lovely human being besides, and for your sage words that will help, hopefully, countless young, aspiring professional singers out there to never lose your heart.